Hello there, welcome to today's stream. Sorry guys, I just need to sort my camera out. Is that better? I feel like that's better. Welcome to today's stream. I hope I can be heard. Hey Sharmoni, hey Green Mole, or Green Mole, that's a name I don't recognise. I'm assuming you're new. Welcome to today's stream. How is everybody? I hope you're all well. Again, let's get this off the bat straight away. I do apologise for having to postpone yesterday's stream. Yes, you are new. Ah, well, welcome. I'm sure you'll feel very welcomed. Right, yeah, let's get this off the bat straight away. I had to postpone yesterday's stream due to some technical issues. That's why we're streaming on a Thursday and not a Wednesday, in case you were wondering. But we had to postpone it to today, just so I can figure out what was going on. Thankfully, it's all sorted and resolved, and here we are. So yeah, welcome to the stream. Good. All right, that's enough of that out of the way. Let's get on with what we're getting on. Let's talk about what we're going to get on with today. We're doing, as you can see, and I'm going to get this right. Nope, damn it, that side. We're doing Community Core, which is a showcase of all the biggest and best techs you guys have been building in TerraTech. So you submit your tech, you submit your designs, whatever you want us to show off, we will show it off. And that's what I'm going to do today. So yeah, that's what Community Core is. So that's it really. That's what we've got planned. What other stuff should I be talking about? I think this is the first stream that we've done. Because we missed last week, did we do one? How long has the update been out for? Oh, we missed yesterday's stream. Last week's stream. Oh, I'm getting my dates wrong. Basically, any news? No real news. I mean, unless you've seen any of the announcements that we're going to be launching on the Switch in Japan. We've been working with a company called Teon, who are a Japanese publisher. They reached out to us a while ago and asked us if we wanted to sort of work towards getting TerraTech released on the Switch over in Japan, because it's not actually out on that platform yet. I mean, if you are in Japan, you can probably buy it on Steam, I think. That's the only way you can really access it, but it's not officially been on like the Japanese Nintendo eStore or eShop or anything like that. But we've been working with Teon, and it's now officially coming to the Switch in Japan, which is very exciting. And as a big part of the announcement, it was featured in Nintendo Japan's what's it called? Indie World. So Indie World is like a spotlight or a highlight video of what's coming, all the indie games, all the new indie games that are coming to the Nintendo Switch in that, yeah, it's coming up, or it's either just about to release or is soon to be released on the Nintendo Switch. So we had some great coverage from the Nintendo Japan guys. So yeah, so that's big news. Watch out if there are any Japanese viewers watching. Keep your eyes peeled when you have a Switch. When you like TerraTech. There's just 3 strict criteria actually. This is quite a niche announcement. You either have to be Japanese and have a Switch and enjoy TerraTech for this news to be relevant. But you know, yeah, it could happen. There could be people out there that are interested in this. So yeah, that's kind of cool. It also means that we are also, and I think I can announce this, because we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to say that we are going to relaunch on the Nintendo Switch in Hong Kong and South Korea. Those are 2 other Nintendo area districts, or what they're called. Yeah, districts. You know what I mean. That we're looking at releasing TerraTech on the Switch for. So again, if you're from Hong Kong or South Korea. Thank you for the announcement, Matthew. You're welcome, Darwin. It's great to be appreciated. I realise, again, not that relevant to a few people that are watching. Just wanted to make sure that that's the only news we've got. That's all I've really got to talk about. In terms of new stuff, that's always fun, isn't it? And talking about new stuff. If you're on our Discord server, the TerraTech Discord server, we've teased one of the new blocks that's going to be released in the next update. I sort of put the feelers out there. We're very grateful, all 4 of us. Yeah, all 4 viewers. But also shout out to YouTube as well, because this is going to go up on YouTube. We have teased a new block. I kind of put the feelers out there. I wanted anyone to guess kind of what the new block would be, what the new function. And it's quite obvious if you looked at it. I mean, maybe I can showcase what that looks like now. Can I do that right now? Let's take a look. Yeah, give me a second. I'm just going to bring up the image, and I'm going to go to... Nope. This one. Here we go. So this was the image. This is our Discord server. Go join our Discord server, by the way, if you haven't already. I want to see everybody on our Discord if you're not already there. This was the image that we shared. Moobot, Highbot. Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, this is the new block. This is kind of what it looks like. And I guess by the hints that are in the image, it's quite obvious what that does. But chat, what do you want to... Oh, a magnet controller. It is a magnet controller. That's exactly what it is. So it's a magnet controller block brought to you by Geocorp, so you can now turn off your magnets. Yeah, hopefully that'll bring a lot of functionality and a bit of quality of life improvements, because that's if you haven't noticed from previous updates, we are focusing on some quality of life. I love your door. Oh, thanks, Kaiser. Yeah, it's a good door. That's also... I always get it wrong. I need to get my mirrors right. Mirror image right. That's an image of... That's a picture that someone did for my wife. Mine and my wife's wedding. Shout out to my wife. She's pretty cool. Right, enough jibber jabber from me. You don't want to hear me talking. You want to see some cool stuff. In order for us to see some cool stuff, I need to open TerraTech. That's pretty important. So I'm just going to go ahead and open that now. Why does TerraTech even have doors? What even is a door? You know? These are big questions. Big questions, darling. Again, full disclosure, chat. I have not had a single chance to look at the texts that have been submitted yet, so I'm going into this completely blind. This will come as a complete surprise to absolutely nobody. So I'm going to have to figure this out as we go along, but it's fine because all of these texts are super simple, not hard to grasp at all. For those door fans, there's another door right there. So there's actually two doors in my frame right now. Two doors. Who have we got there? So let's see, we've got Sharmoni. You're definitely up first. You were quick into getting your submission submitted. That makes sense. Oh no, I don't want to load a game. I want to create a new game. So let's go into R&D Labs. And I'm going to quickly, briefly read. I didn't get this. I got it. Did I skip this one last time, Sharmoni? I do apologise. I'm not sure how I managed that. Okay. Oh, it would help if I subscribe to it. That would be good. Okay, right. We need mods as well, which apparently I unsubscribed to. That's frustrating. So we need to reload. Oh, right. Well, I've subscribed to it, Sharmoni, so I should at least be able to... Technically, it's just skins. Okay, cool. I'll need to do a reboot for that one. So let's come on to the next one, which is Nuboid. Hopefully Nuboid should be here ready for me to load. Is that right? No. This takes... Hang on. Right, I need to read this, because this isn't... Nuboid has submitted something, but it doesn't look like a snapshot. Because I put it in my snapshots folder, and it's not showing up. Oh. Maybe I hadn't put it in there. Never mind. Good to know. Right, here we go. So, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely mental, and I absolutely love it. Let me read out what Nuboid has written. This takes ages to charge, so leave it anchored and surrounded by lots of charger text, then showcase more text while you're waiting for it to be ready. I can do that. I can do that thing. Come back after approximately 20 minutes, then feel the power of an immortal tech armed with 110 battleship cannons. Also, I hope you have a good computer. I have above average computer, if I'm honest, Nuboid. But let's do as they say. Oh no, don't want to go that way. We need to leave this thing to charge, so I'm just going to anchor it. I'm going to take a snapshot of this, because I don't think I've saved one. Nope. Nope. That's frustrating. Let's take a snapshot. Charging station. And then let's load a load of these charging stations right next to this, so we can get this fully charged, and we'll come back in about 20 minutes to see what is up. Put a few more. I get the impression that this is just a massive brick with lots of, well, how many bricks, how many weapons to be precise? 110 battleship cannons. It's a brick. It's a massive brick with 110 battleship cannons slapped on it. We've got battleship cannons here. We have naval cannons on the side. We have Tesla cores around the back. This thing is not mucking about. So we will do as New Boyd suggests, and we will leave it be for a minute. Next up is Virtu. You're up, Virtu. So let's see where Virtu's tech is. I am subscribed. Hopefully I don't need to do any... Maybe I... Okay, right, let's see. Huh. I can't... Okay, so it's only skin, so I can load this in if I want to. Okay, never mind. Alright, see you later, Kaiser. However, where is Virtu's? Is it a game save? Oh, it's an R&D game save. I'll have to come back to Virtu's as well, because I've already set up this one. Alright, we'll come back to Virtu's. That's fine. Next up is Tarkin. Tarkin, you're up. Let's see what Tarkin's got going for them. A large tank. Ooh, so let's take a look. So let's just refresh our... That's a really annoying bug. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, and I've reported it to Aid, but there's the open inventory thing there. That's really frustrates me. Come on. There he is. Right, let's deploy this. Hoo-yah! And this is Tarkin's. It's just called Large Tank. Does this need charging? Let's see. Oh, yeah, it does. It's got some batteries. I see you, Hawkeye batteries. There's no skins or anything. There's no other shenanigans going on. This is purely vanilla Hawkeye, which I like because it's very straightforward. Naud Zandbergen. Good name. Oh, wait, it was Naud Zandbergen. I'm an actual dev. I'm a dev in that I work for TerraTech. I'm not an actual dev in that I do like coding or anything like that. I'm not clever enough. I am clever enough apparently to be put in front of a camera and talk for an hour. It's Dutch. Oh, cool. Does it mean anything? Or is it just is it just a Dutch name? Yeah, so now, sorry Naud, I am the community manager for TerraTech. That's my thing. That's my bag. Yeah, so I'm not, I mean, I'm a developer in that I have input into how the game is developed, if that makes sense. But I'm not an out-and-out developer or designer. Naud said it was my real name, but I guess it has some meaning. Oh, cool. I don't know, Matt. Does Matthew means anything? Darwin, you're asking the big questions today. It's a good job I brought my coffee. Otherwise, I would not be able to keep up. That is not a hot coffee. Right. Yeah, so, while, now, to answer your question, yeah, alright, I'm gonna pick myself up. I'm gonna call myself a dev. Yeah, so just not in what you might imagine a dev might be. If that makes sense. Well, mate, okay. Well, let's listen to your question. Well, I mean, you probably had this question more often, but is there any actual work being done on crafting in multiplayer? Good question. So, the current state of multiplayer, so just to bring everyone up to speed, is we have not included, or we have restricted access to some features in co-op games. That's to make sure the game runs smoothly and is happy, and the game doesn't crash or cause any issues. Because crafting is notoriously funky. Even in single player, we know that there's issues with crafting, and those issues just don't work over a network. So we've had to restrict some of the multiplayer, some of the sort of crafting features from co-op games. So that's just co-op creative and co-op campaign. It does mean there's huge bits of, things like the crafty mic quest lines, that sort of stuff. They're not included because they're all about crafting, which is a shame. I appreciate that it is a shame. Now, what work is being done to? Is there any actual work being done on crafting in multiplayer? So there is. It's a slow process. Just to. Oh wow, this isn't gonna have a hard time at all, is it? yes, there is work being done, but like I've said before, and I'll repeat myself. I don't mind repeating myself, as long as you guys don't mind me repeating myself. Crafting... So TerraTech... Oh, wow, the shields are already down. That's not a good sign. I had high hopes for this, but we may just need to blast our way through. Hopefully our armor can carry us through. TerraTech was only ever built as a single-player game, which means that all the systems that plug into TerraTech, so the crafting system, what else? I mean, I'm mainly talking about crafting systems, so I'll focus on... Whoa, that was what? Literal one shot. They're all built on a single-player system. They're only ever meant to be used using a single GPU, single CPUs, that sort of stuff. Single processing units on a local machine. That's how they were built. That's how they were designed to work. And I'll go into a bit more detail. The problem with, or the issue that we have with crafting in TerraTech is, okay, right, I'm not going to get that far then with this, am I? Is we use physical models for everything. Every model you see, every block has a physical. Has physics applied to it, so it has a physical effect, and that includes crafting blocks. That includes the resource blocks that you see. That's why the conveyor belt system is the way it is. We have to have a conveyor belt system to move these physical sprites. The resource blocks have their own physics involved. Hang on, I'm just gonna take a sip of my coffee. I think this is going to be the end of this large tank from Tarkin. Yeah, there we go. Right. Sorry, I can now focus on what I was talking about. Oh, okay, right. That's interesting. Didn't really need this or want to load this in. Let's move on to the next one. So we've had Tarkin. Now up is Aardvark. Well, actually, sorry, Tarkin. I'll just give some details on Tarkin. So this is my Steam Workshop large tank. 2 battleship cannons give a high firepower, and linear gyros reduce the knockback. Do you know what? That is, I did notice that on that. I was going to mention it, but I was distracted by co-op multiplayer, by co-op crafting questions. Yeah, good reduction in knockback on that one, Tarkin. That was very well done. Right, next up is Aardvark 123. Well, I just finished off talking about what I was talking about with multiplayer. Yeah, so yeah, to your point now. TerraTech was never built or designed as a multiplayer game. It was always, from the ground up, a single-player game. And as players got their hands on it, as people started to play more and more, they realised that we realised very quickly that there was an appetite from the community and our players that you wanted to play with your friends. So you wanted a multiplayer game to play with your friends. So that's why we brought in. We made the decision to let's start working towards a co-op game mode. That's what our players were asking for. We are a community-driven developer. That's literally why I have a job, is to make sure that our community's voices are heard. And that's yeah. Like I say, we made that decision to kind of go that way. So we did, and the first iteration of that was deathmatch. So the first iteration of sort of multiplayer or players in the same world together was deathmatch, and that was the most simple way we could get the systems to working together. Just so we knew we could get players able to interact with other blocks, with each other's blocks, because obviously in multiplayer deathmatch, when you kill someone, you can take their blocks off their tech. Things like block ownership who actually owns that block. What even is a block, Darwin? Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to go to the crafting end, because I think this is a crafting ship. Let me read what Aardvark says. It's a campaign tech. Okay, cool. With lots of crafting stuff and a lot of firepower. So that in a nutshell, I mean, that's a very big nutshell. That is sort of, and so we did deathmatch, then co-op creative was the next sort of step in that process, and then co-op campaign. And throughout all of that, we tested and we iterated, and we just couldn't get crafting to work in co-op. It just wasn't going to work. So we did make the hard decision to remove it. Now, like I was saying, because the existing... effectively, what would need to happen is... Okay, what's happening here? So, this is an awesome... This is Aardvark 123. This is an awesome campaign tech. And it does everything. I love these types of tech. And it's a cube. That's really cool. We've come to the decision that the current system of crafting just isn't going to work in co-op. Yeah, the version of crafting that you see in single player is never going to be, in its current state, is never going to be in co-op. That's just a fact. It just doesn't work. What we're trying to look at and what we're working towards is, and this is the hurdle that we're going to have to overcome, is effectively putting in a whole different crafting system. Effectively, we're going to have to make our own crafting system for multiplayer or for co-op. And as you can imagine, that's no small task. That's building on a game. That's building on a game mode. So when we talk about things like spaghetti code, and these are all terms that you hear a lot in the games industry about, like spaghetti code and just bad development. I don't believe in those types of things. I think there are games that are badly optimized and badly coded and badly designed, but at the end of the day, they're still good games. Now, I'm not saying for a second that TerraTech is any of those things. What I'm saying is TerraTech was designed and made and coded as a single-player game. We've then made so this is your base game. This is where TerraTech was. We've then added co-op to that, and then you're adding, which was never meant for co-op. Multiplayer was never part of our. When we made the single-player version, co-op was never meant for that. So we've sort of botched it together, and we've made it work as best we can. You're then adding another system on top of those two, it just becomes incredibly flimsy and kind of hacky. If I can use that word, it gets really kind of, you're just hacking things in just to make it work. It's a very difficult situation. It's a very, very difficult, especially for us, because to Now's point, we know full well that co-op is missing crafting. Oh, we've got boosters as well, Aardvark. This thing is tight, and you have literally just got in time for your tech. We know that crafting in co-op is very much in demand. We're not ignorant to that fact. And again, I bring this up every time we have company meetings. Anytime I can talk about it, I will tell the people that need to know the players want co-op crafting. Now, Sharmoni does come onto a very, very good point. So now we would need to redesign it basically from the ground up. Exactly. That's effectively exactly what I'm saying. Aardvark, just quickly, is there anything I should be doing with this in particular, or should I just show off? I mean, I've shown off its crafting capabilities, which I love so much. This is so efficient. And yet you've still got all the firepower. And it looks great. It's a cube. That's wicked. So Naud is saying that you'd kind of want to redesign basically from the ground up. Exactly. Now, what Sharmoni says is mods are filling in the gaps. So let's talk about mod support. I covered this last week's stream when I did the co-op playthrough on my own with no one else because no one could join because of mods. Bloody mods. So if you're not aware, I say recently. I need to stop saying recently. You can have got the turret lane. Okay, I'll need to restart, which would mean losing. Okay, let me just show you quickly, Aardvark. So I've already got one tech charging up back at the start position. So I'd need to restart the R&D, and I've already done a turret run, so I'd need to restart the R&D labs. Get out! Oh no. Let's get that off. Thank you very much. And put you back on. Oh, so slick. I feel like this is fully charged enough. Oh, okay, right. Well, it's not even one bar. Oh god. It needs to be charged up a bit. Okay. We've got some charge. Maybe we can carry on the turret lane. Maybe we'll pick up. We'll do that. We'll pick up where we left off. I'll wait for you to be fully charged. How many more techs have we got? There's really not that many more to get through. That's fine. I can take my time. No need to rush through anything. So what I was saying about I did cover this in last week's stream, but I'll go over it again because it's worth reiterating that we recently, but not so recently, released official mod support tools. Now these are tools that you can use. Anyone can access them for free. You don't have to pay anything. You don't even need to own TerraTech. This is a ridiculous thing about mod support. Is that you need to own it to use the mods, obviously, but you can make mods for free with TerraTech using the stuff that we've made for it. And I think maybe you do need to own TerraTech. I don't know. I'll need to get back to you on that one. However, at no additional fee, if you do, obviously you'd need to ideally own TerraTech in the first place, but you can make mods for TerraTech. And using those mods, you can do all sorts of things. Now, up until this point, we're developing mods to be able for you to easily and accessibly create relatively easy stuff. So things like skins, you can create your own custom skins. I'm putting my hand out, but you can't. I've not got it on cam. I'm counting on my fingers. So you can do skins, like just normal static blocks. So the version of Unity that we use is actually free. You don't need to pay for it. It's a free license. It's only when you start making loads of money using Unity is when they start charging you. So it's a free license, so you can go get it for free. All the details, I'll link it in a minute. What I'm trying to say is you can build the current version of mod support. You can do some of the really basic stuff. You can create skins, you can create blocks, you can create your own corporations, and you can start to create your own more interesting blocks. Things like wheels, weapons, cabs. Those are the three. They're called block modules. So you create a 3D block, and then you can add modules to that block to make it act like a type of block, like a gun, like a wheel, like a cab, that sort of stuff. That stuff is all in official mod support. So you can do all that, and it all works. It definitely works. And the next phase of official mod support, now that we've kind of locked that down and we know how that all works, we can start doing more interesting things or different things, and so the stuff that unofficial mods can do, like water, for example, that stuff already exists. Someone, I'm not sure about this, Sharmoni, or someone may be able to correct me on this. Sorry, we're fully charged. I can now go onwards. I've anchored. There we go. I believe, I'm not sure about this, but there could or there should be a mod that unlocks those blocks in multiplayer. So, in theory, what could happen is, and basically our plan for the next 12 months at least for TerraTech is to official mod support is to officially support unofficial mods. So using our mod support tool, you can import your unofficial mods. If you're a modder, for example, you could import your unofficial mods into our mod support tools and then publish those to Steam, onto the Steam Workshop, and then people can download them from the Steam Workshop. You can already do that. Well, you can do that now anyway. I know James has been messing with the functionality, but it's to a small extent. Okay, so Darwin's saying we can already do that, but to a small extent. Cool. So our plans then for official mod support is to just expand that and offer more support for a wider range of blocks of mods. So that's sort of right. How much? Okay, it's draining our battery quite a lot. Let's get it down. Get it down. But that's our goal for the next iteration of mod support, is to have all these awesome mods that have been created by our modding community available in a relatively official capacity on Steam. So the sort of relatively shorter term goal is to have, you could in theory have these mods. You could have a co-op crafting mod installed or subscribed to on the Steam Workshop that then unlocks all the co-op crafting blocks. That's all it does. That's all it needs to do is just unlock them so you can access them. And the great thing with mods is that we're not publishing them. We're not the ones that are making them and publishing them. That's down to the modding community. So we are not held accountable, or they don't have to meet our standards for releasing them, if that makes sense. I know I'll just cover this very quickly, but when we publish anything to either Steam, Switch, PS4 or Xbox, we have to go through a certification process. Some platforms have different certification processes or looser certification processes. So Steam, for example, we can pretty much get away with whatever we like on Steam. Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch, however, they need to meet a certain performance standard in order for us to publish on their platforms, which obviously hinders things like the block allowance. That's why we have to bring the block allowance on console. However, we still have our own QA team who have a seal of approval on what. Okay, so Aardvark, this absolutely smashes the turret lane. That wasn't even close. I think we could have easily done the whole lane with this. Anyway, I'm spending too much time on. I'm enjoying it too much. Let's move on to Faltroins while I keep on talking about co-op crafting. Even on Steam, and we have our own QA team who will literally QA and quality assure and quality approve the content that we put into the game. Missiles are great for compact destructiveness. Yeah, that was really effective. Right, let's load in the next one. So this is Faltroin. Shout out to Faltroin. This is the Dinghy, a small standard hovercraft mainly intended for scouting. Uses a forward-facing venture-protected shield for a tiny bit of extra AoE resistance. Oh, we've still got some charging to do. Should I just anchor? Should I anchor up? Has it got an anchor? It has got an anchor. Brilliant. And let's leave this to anchor and charge up a little bit while I chat about mods. So, yes, we have our own QA team who will approve or deny anything, and they have to make sure the game works and functions fine. So that's... I missed one, Matt Ducks. Did I? Oh, I did. How have I managed that? Good shout. Thanks, Darwin. Well, I'm on Faltroins now anyway, so I'll come back to ninjas. Mods can circumvent our own certification process. Mods allow us to do that. So we're not going to sit and we're not going to say, oh, that breaks the game, we need to remove it. If you download mods, it's at your own risk. If you're into modding or adding mods to your game, you know full well that game that could cause issues for your game. That's just the beauty of modding, right? And effectively, that's our short-term sort of solution to co-op crafting. Is to have unofficial mods basically do it for us in the nicest way possible, because it can do stuff that we're just not able to do. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you understand sort of the process. And I know I've waffled a little bit, but there are important factors for us to consider when we talk about this. It's not just a case of just put it in. There's hundreds of factors that need to be considered when we add stuff to the game. So I hope I've explained it as well as I can. I love that little projection shield at the front. I love this little Faltron. You can tell this is Faltron. He has a definite aesthetic, and I love that text. That I've been doing this long enough to know. Nearly 3 years. Could you, as TerraTech, still create unofficial / unverified mods? Now that is a great question. Yes, we could. However, as far as I'm aware, there are already mods that exist for this type of thing. And while yes, we could. Maybe we could. I'll need to ask. Because, yeah, we do have official mods for cross-corp skins, for example. So you can get venture skins on your Better Future Techs, for example. And vice versa and all that good stuff. So those are official. Those are published by us on our Payload account on Steam. So I mean, in theory, yes. Yes, we could. There's the mask as well. The mask. Yeah, shout out to the mask. Faltroin, this is great. I love it, as always. Let's see how we get on down this old little... Oh, actually, while we're here, this is a nice segue. Sharmoni, we will add... We are going to... I put this in the forum post, but we're going to add the target dummies that you all built. We can only fit 3 in. They should be included in the next update. Yeah, so Sharmoni, it's gonna happen. Oh, I love it so much, guys. we're really good at making video games. I don't know if you knew this, but I love this projection shield at the front. Now it says, yeah, still a bad solution to cut because mods can't be as sophisticated, I'm pretty sure, which is something you probably want for better networking. Yeah, it's got sensitive steering. It's very sensitive. This is a classic foul choin build, Aardvark. It's very well optimized. It's very nippy. I'm assuming there's some hover bug shenanigans going on because it just feels too good. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, okay, cool. So I hope that's cleared things up now. I hope I've answered your questions. Thanks for stopping by. Ignore that. That was a Slack chat from me. If you have that Slack noise. Good stuff. Right. Let's just blow some stuff up. Firepower! Valtron, this looks great. I love it. What did we write about this one, Valtron? Already talked about it. It's a small standard hovercraft, mainly intended for scouting. Uses a forward-facing bench-protected shield. Oops. For a tiny bit of extra AoE resistance. Got to get the AoE resistance in there. But yeah, Sharmoni. So we picked. Which of yours did we pick? We picked your sunflower tech thing that sort of scans you as you fly past it. Uses the projection shields to sort of track your movement. We took. Oh, who else was it? Ninja? Did Ninja do the C4 block? I think that C4 block's gonna look great in between the bomb and the dynamite stick. I'm quite looking forward to that. Lovely, Faltron, good stuff. What time are we on? We've got 20 minutes. So let's go back to... let's take a look at ninjas, or ducks, as they are referred to on here. Oh, God's sake, did the wrong thing again. There we go, right. So this is the Demeter. The Demeter is the flagship of my fleet, armed with 8 naval cannons, 40 cruise missiles, 6 bombs, 12 lance lasers, 24 avalanche launchers. There's a lot of firepower on here. It's got anti-grav and a hoverbug engine that powers the whole warship. She's extremely agile, yet can tank a few bullets as well. Oh yeah! And that boost. Is it just a hover, or is it a? Is it a proper flying tech? Yeah, I think. Oh, hang on, my control scheme does not like this. Pitch is E and Q. That's weird. I'm just gonna go by normal aeroplane controls. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to need to charge this up because we've run out of... Our anti-grav is going to turn off and we're just going to plummet. Let me... Whoops. Come on. Let's hit that teleporter, please. There we go. Right, let's return to the start position. This feels like it shouldn't happen. Getting stuck on all the text. There we go. Well, let's just charge this up a little bit. We've got a few charges working on it, so we should be good. This thing is insane. I don't think it's even going to be remotely charged even after the stream. It's going to take about an hour to charge. Nowadays, it's really sad how people like Jacksepticeye never really continued with it. I really hope Sunday we'll do another playthrough, even when there's some more content. You honestly might want to start thinking about TerraTech 2. It does give you space for a lot more creative freedom. If you have ever any new ideas to use for that, I'll try and think about it every now and then. Delete that charge EL. Let's delete that. That's a good shout, Sharmoni. Let's get rid of this one, because that's just getting in the way. Now, do you make good points? Yeah, really, really good points. Really good points. Right, I'm assuming there has to be... This is a ninja build, right? So there's going to be repair bubbles and shield bubbles on this thing, right? should turn them all on. There we go. Right. Well, there's nothing to wait for. I feel like that might be enough. Enough charge. Although it's going to start draining now that everything starts opening again. Leave that one to charge and try out the brick. Where's the brick? Which brick? Oh, the brick. This brick. Sorry, yeah. Okay, cool. I was like, what brick? We're not doing turret. We're not doing target dummies again. Oh, I can't get out. Okay, so we've got 1 bar of charge. That should be enough. Let's get rid of these so I can reverse out of my self-imposed parking space. There we go. Right. Let's go try out the brick. Now, we've not actually got anything to shoot now. Unless we go to the... How about this? Oh, God. What's going on? Oh, it's getting stuck. It's getting stuck on things. That's frustrating. It's getting stuck on itself. I'm going to take this to the battle arena. Come on, let's get out of here. There we go. Battle arena! Build beam. Oh, okay, we are anchored. That's why. Goodness me. Right, battle arena, let's go! I think we all know what's going to happen here, don't we? There's not much that can take on this thing that we have in our enemy pool. For reference, I think this is just a benchmark. This thing is currently worth... It's 23 million block bucks. I think the nearest that this comes to would be maybe a couple of mil. This is just going to destroy anything that comes up to it, right? And we'll give them a fair crack. We'll maybe if we spawn a few in. Will that work? Okay, that's kind of cool. We've got a squad. Oh, okay, right. That's okay, so you can't actually load them more than... Okay, let's just do this. Oh, slow-mo, guys. We've got slow-mo TerraTech. Wow, okay, yeah, my computer is not strong enough, apparently, to be playing this. Frame rate! I've muted Slack, everybody, so no more Slack messages. Not a chance. I'm not even getting a full salvo. I'm not getting a full salvo up. I learnt that from my naval warship challenge days. Right, well this thing we know is just going to be a monster, and it's eating my frame rate, which isn't fun to watch. It may be seizure inducing, so I do apologise if you're having trouble viewing that. What else can we do with this thing? It's a brick, guys. It's a brick that blows stuff up very, very well. If that is a very large quantity of missiles, Aardvark, you are 100% correct. As far as missiles are concerned, that's an immense number of them. Yeah. I concur. Missiles. Plenty. This is the opposite of a small number of missiles. Beautiful! Well, thanks, whoever did that. Darwin's got a couple of mods I need to install, so I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to those. Blackwing mods and Nova. We have Blackwing mods and Nova. Lovely, right. So that's it for the vanilla text. Let's take a look at the modded submissions. I'm going to need to reload my game. Darwin's getting free advertisement. Darwin, you don't even need free advertisement. You were featured in our what did we call it? What did I call it? Steam highlights. The Blackwing Blocks was oh wait, no, Blackwing, yeah, Blackwing Blocks was. More free advertisement is more like. That made you cry a little bit. Oh, like good cry? I hope that's good cry. Please don't make me say I made you cry bad cries. Oh. Well, I'm glad that I emoted some emotion in you. That's always a positive. But no, genuinely, Darwin, it's the Blackwing Mock, the Blackwing Block. Maybe come up with a better name, because I can't say it very well, and that's all about me in my stream. The Blackwing Blocks mod is exceptional. It's so good. Chat, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I'll share it in here. Darwin's put so much energy and time into this that it deserves some love and appreciation. Not that I don't think anyone's already given you any, because I know the modding community is a loving bunch. Let's load into a new R&D labs. Yeah, it's phenomenal. There's a lot of love that's gone into those blocks, and genuinely enjoy them. They look great. So let's take a look, shall we? Who was first? So Charmony was up first. So let's take a look at your lovely thing. Hopefully I've got all the correct mods installed. Is this right? Oh yes! This nippy little bugger. Oh, this is good. Charmony, you've done it. Right, so I'm sensing some... Nope, absolutely no hover bug. I see hovers attached on the sides of text like that, and I immediately assume hover bug. Nope, no hover bug shenanigans. There's some dynamo generators going on. Which I only learnt recently that dynamo generators are 1x1 blocks. Hover bug for speed. Well, where's the other hover bug? Oh, I get it. You've got the... you've done the zero gravitas shenanigans of having it. Nice. Yeah, I thought they might have just been a bit out of reach, but yeah, no, Charmony's done a good job of getting the hover bug to affect the wheels. That's really clever. Oh, it turns so well. ZG for the win! Yeah. The pioneer. I mean, zero gravitas was the absolute pioneer. 210 mph. That's pretty impressive. Charmony, is there anything you want me to do with this? Should I take it over some sweet jumps? I'm gonna take, of course I'm going to take this over some sweet jumps. I've got to. It's the law. There are some over yonder. Let's take it. Let's see actually how good this thing is at hitting a jump. Whee! Oh, okay, right. We've got some... it's quite nose heavy. It will flip. Okay, top heavy. Actually, wait, no, Matt can't drive. Yeah. Fair point. It's top heavy. Yeah, that doesn't jump. It will flip. I'll do a race. I'm going to do a race, Darwin. Show your beautiful face. I'm going to go do a race. Only for Speed Demon. Ah. Let's do the 900 time trial. Now, while we're coming to the 900 time trial, I've had an idea. Do you want to hear my idea? I'm going to tell you while I absolutely butcher Charmony's tech. Oh, no. Oh, Charmony, I'm so sorry. Right. I need to focus. Did we get any damage there? No, we've got a healing bubble. Right. No one saw that. Right. Too fast for curves. Do we need... It is... Oh, I can do this. I can do this. Just don't accelerate around the corners. Don't accelerate around the bends. Oh! 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 Yeah! Did it! Oh, just do it again. Okay, right. Too fast for curves. Maybe we find just a straight line. Do we have any straight line races? No more stunt ramps. Race against time. So, the next community challenge. I know we're all intrigued to know what that's going to be. Oh, okay, right. Here we go. No, okay, right. I'm rubbish. I am absolutely rubbish. So what we're going to do for the next community challenge, I thought about this earlier. Stunt ramp speed test. You want to go on the stunt ramps? Let's see what the stunt ramps do. Oh, stunt ramps. Here we go. Woo! 5 seconds. That's my new personal best. This thing is rapid. Right, community challenge. I was thinking about this. It was brought up a while ago. We're going to try doing a duathlon, or a diathlon as it was called by whoever came up with the idea. It's going to be a ground and air race. So you need to build one tech that's fast on the ground and fast in the air. Diathlon. It's a duathlon, Darwin. Darwin, was it you that came up with the idea, or that you were pioneering this idea? Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna get you guys to build a ground. Oh, you already have one. Well, that's kind of cheating. No, it's not. It's fine. It's going to be... Let me pause it and come into close-up, because I need to talk about this while I can focus on it. Ground and air. So those, I'd like to do a triathlon, but because we don't have any aquatic features in TerraTech, we can't really do that. But we're going to do a duathlon, or a diathlon, which is 2 events using one tech. So you're going to do a ground race and an air race. I don't know how we're going to do the air race yet. But it's all going to be done in R&D, or it's going to be done in R&D. Now, what you're going to do is literally, it's that simple. You're going to build the fastest ground/air tech that you can. I'm not going to race them. How about that? I'm not going to race them. You're going to race them. You're going to record yourselves racing them just for proof. So think, like, if anyone... thank God. All right. No need to be snarky, Darwin. Come on, man. Think speedrunners. Speedrunners, to verify their speedruns, they record themselves and post it to wherever they post their speedruns. It's a similar concept. I'm going to get you guys to record yourselves. Don't worry, you don't need to record your voice. I mean, you can. If you want to give us a commentary, you can record your voice. That'd be good. I'd appreciate that, because then I don't have to... I can save my vocal cords. Yeah, and then I'm going to get you to post them to our forums, post your results to our forums. So... basically, build your tech. I'll define what the racetrack is going to be. I'll fill this all out in our forums. I'll define what the racetrack is going to be. I may need to find, similar to how we did the quadcopter challenge, I may need to find like a game save where you can load in your techs into a race, especially for the air race as well. But yeah. There'll be a ground race and an air race, and that's it. Let Matt create the track. Oh. I don't even know if I could. But yeah, so that's the idea. So I'll post that up probably tomorrow. I'm running out of time today. So that's the idea. I hope that sounds fun. Just keep your eyes on our forums. If you want to take part in that, by all means... Oh, I was going to go through here, wasn't I? Oh! Don't take it off jumps. But yeah, so you'll record yourself, give yourself, get your best time recorded, post it. I will verify that you've reached that time, and then I'll probably do a sort of show. Oh goodness me! A sort of showcase of the fastest few. Okay, right. This is terrible driving. Also, this is a really hard stunt ramp to get over, and it's really twitchy like this. I'm spending far too much time on this, Sharmoni. I'm having too much fun. Virtue, you're going to be up next. Virtue, let's take a look at that. Oh, let me create the track with blocks and stuff. Ooh. Darwin. Thing is, how would we time it? We actually have tracks that blocks that maybe I can have a word with Greg, our designer, who we can. It's very fun to drive, Charmaine. I am enjoying this greatly. let's load in Virtue, shall we? It's a game save. What am I doing? It's a game save. I knew that. Game save. The BattleTech. No, I was sorry, Darwin. I was looking at Virtues. We'll come on to yours in a minute. Cool. So this is Virtues, and it's not applied to skins. Oh, good stuff. Not quite sure why. Let me check. Okay, so I've definitely not missed any mods or anything. Oh, instructions, have the Darklight skins. Unfortunately, don't have the Darklight skins for that too. To fly, you need anti-grav enabled, and to drive off an incline so it can pitch. The pitching is what really allows it to fly. Right, so this is kind of what we were talking about. It's fully charged, that's good. So let's get the, what have we got on here? Anti-grav, let's switch the anti-grav on. And we need to take this off an incline. Now, where's the nearest incline? Let's take it over here. So this is Virtues. What is this? There's a lot of text on here. I think it's just a flying thing. Just does flying. Let's take a look. So we have anti-grav on. So when we take it off this sweet, sweet jump, we should have liftoff. Yeah! ET style, baby! Let's go! To the moon! That's beautiful. That's actually really cool. We're going to go all the way over to the experimental area. That's really funny. And is it just going to stay there? No, it's going to come back down to the earth. Brilliant. Oh, those skids at the back. Nice touch. Really nice touch. A flying Batmobile. Absolutely. I mean, while we're here, it'd be rude not to do some testing, I suppose. So let's spin this thing round. Let's head over to the... What deeps is this thing putting out? Let's take a look. I saw 19,000. Okay. Good numbers. Good numbers. I mean, it's obviously not including the tertiary armaments. Good stuff. Good stuff. Virtue. Whatever, a charging... Oh! Yeah. And again? And again? Nope. Okay. We'll get closer. Boom. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. It's so brutal. Yeah, this is great. I love this a lot there too. I'm afraid, yeah, unfortunately we have not got the skins applied. Not quite sure how. Oh, wait, no, because I didn't subscribe to them. That's why. That's why. Naval warfare. No, naval cannons on it. We've got... It's a classic Virtue VTU build. I love it. Good stuff. Is that everybody? Oh, Darwin, you're up next. Of course, Darwin. Let's load up in Darwin's. And then I think that's everybody. Cannot deploy. Missing blocks? Oh, okay. Right, let's just quit out of here. We'll load into a new game save. Right, let's load a new game. Arnie Labs, let's go. Yeah, the mod should already be there, Darwin. I did. So I was able to load it in before. But just for some reason it wasn't loading in... this is awesome. Darwin. Yes. Troopers. What a way to end it. Darwin, these are incredible. Genuinely incredible. Did you build these 3 models specifically for your mod? Or are they from something else? Fire it. Oh, I don't want to. Do I have to? I'm just gonna do it. Ready? Oh my god, Darwin! That is the coolest thing! I have to show the guys in the studio this. That is so cool. Genuinely got tears in my eyes. It took you a week. Dude, I just love it. It's so cool, man. I'm getting emotional over this. I made you cry, you're making me cry. How about that? Oh my god. Oh, I just love it. Are these just 3D models? These just guys that... Oh, Darwin. Darwin, Darwin, Darwin. That's so cool. I kind of don't want to do anything with it. Shoot stuff with it. Okay, I'll go shoot stuff with it. Let's go. What would be a good thing to shoot with it? That's the question. Battle Arena, obviously. There are more models. They're in Weapon Hawkeye sections. Chat, if you haven't already, go play with Darwin's mod. It's bloody brilliant. Let's see how it goes up against. Oh, okay, big hit, big hit. Oh, they move! Darwin, they move! What? I don't know why. I thought they'd be static. Of course they move, silly Billy. They're troopers. Of course they're going to move. Oh. Whoops. Should we try again? Oops. Yeah, that happened. Darwin, you got the driver, yeah. So it took out the AI cab, right, and it removed it destroyed the cab. Take a look in front. Let's take a look. As in, where? In here? As in here? No frickin' way. What? That is amazing. I'm so glad I left this till last. I mean, I have to end it in a minute, but... Darwin, dude. This is insane. Genuinely lost for words. Zoom in and go ahead. Ooh. He's got a steering wheel. He's got a little control panel. Oh my god. This is quality. Darwin, I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna put this out there. This is one of my all-time favourite techs. I know it's mainly focused on your mods, but absolute quality. Right, let's just take it for one last hurrah. You've definitely spiced up the weaponry on this thing, haven't you? Mods for the win. This is what mods can do, chat. This is what mods can do. Die, evil blocks. Ooh. Oh man. I've got shivers. I've got actual chills. The most damage done by the chain gun up front. Oh, okay, okay, so that was what was pumping it out. Man. I mean, you get one of those thumbs up, you get one of those thumbs up, all the thumbs up. Darwin, man, so cool. The troopers can't shoot for their lives. They're just cannon fodder, aren't they, at the end of the day? Troopers, they're just there to be, you know, they're just meat shields. Well, if you bring small arms to a heavy tech battle, these are very small arms as well. Relative to tech. I'm going to sneeze. Achoo! Achoo! Oh! I could play with this all day. I love it so much. But we do have to come to an end. Oh! Gesundheit. Thanks very much, Advark. There are high-ranking officers too, not just cannon fodder. Oh, Darwin, so good. I'm lost for words. So I think that's a good time to end it. Thanks to everyone for submitting your texts, especially Darwin. I'm just going to shout out Darwin all day. Genuinely one of the best texts I've ever seen. Easily the best mod. Well, not easily. One of the best mods I've ever seen. What is next week? So, good question, Sharmoni. So shall we, if I launch the next challenge, if I launch that tomorrow, we should have some submissions ready and lined up to go through next week. Because they don't need to be in any particular order. I can just show some of the fastest ones. And then we'll just do that. We'll go through, Darwin can submit right now, apparently. Cool. So we'll have something to show. Does that sound like a plan? I feel like that's a good idea. So we'll get the next challenge going, the duathlon challenge. We'll get that one going. May need more time, of course. Yeah, so we won't run just for next week. We'll run it for a couple of weeks at least. But hopefully by next week we'll have a few to show off, so I can just go in and showcase those. I think that's a good idea. We'll do that. Good stuff. Aardvark, I loved your little cube. Tarkin, if you're watching, good work. Good work, everybody. Good work, Virtue. Really enjoyed today's stream. Yeah, so tune in next week to see some duathlonage. Keep an eye on the forums for details on how you can submit and what the sort of the challenge is going to be about. Yeah. Alright, good stuff. Thanks, chat. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. And we'll see you guys next time.